Konnichiwa guys, my name is Rohit Shiv Prasad and I am here today to share some information because I have been getting a lot of queries, so I believe that a lot of you might be having that sort of questions. So I thought it would be a good idea to make a video for it. In today's video, I'll just give out some general information that people are unaware of and maybe confused because it's a foreign country, and if you come here then it's a problem. So make sure that you watch the video till the end and please subscribe. So as I told you before, in today's video I will tell you some general information. So let's start. The first one is going to be visa. Now you have to know, my dear friend, that in India there is a lot of things going on, and I was personally the victim of the circumstances. So it's like the student visa for Japan, it does not cost much, like 500, maybe 1000, I think 500 something. Now 500 something. I have a question. Why does the school tell you that I will apply for your visa and they take 50 to 60,000 rupees and we give it willingly? I paid about 77 or 88,000 plus tax. That's dumb. That's so dumb. So it happens. Visa is very cheap for Indians, and there is no agent involved. If your school, Japanese school, or your teacher or your consultancy or your agency tells you कि you have to pay this much for the visa, wrong. If they tell you कि we'll apply for you, wrong. You will have to go on your own, on foot, or if VFS is involved, then VFS के through तुमको documents भेजने होंगे. Your institute has nothing to do with it. Your Japanese teacher has nothing to do with it. All they can do is maybe guide you how to fill the form. वो भी VFS वगैरह करके देते हैं, and there are a lot of YouTube videos, so you don't have to waste that 50,000 or things like that. I know a lot of institutes personally, and that is the reason I've started this whole startup and YouTube videos kind of thing. It's gonna save you a lot of money. Come on, subscribe. Now once you get that visa, let's say you applied for the visa, you had the COE and everything, you went to the embassy in India and you got a visa with your photo on it, passport mein dikhta hai. That visa is a single entry visa. It's confusing, right? कि मैं वहाँ जाऊँगा फिर वापस यहाँ. Let me clear that for you. Single entry visa means that you will come from India to Japan. After which, once you land, before getting your luggage, there is an immigration counter that you have to cross. If you have been to international countries, before your luggage you have to go through an immigration counter. So at that place you will be handed over a residence card. In Japan it is called Zairyu card. In that it will be written clearly that you are a student visa or whatever you are, it's on that card. That card from now on is your visa. After you land and after you cross that gate, that is your visa from there. Also, behind that visa, there is a stamp. It says कि 28 hours you have the permit to work on. I'll elaborate more on this 28 hours work permit for part-time. Let's just continue for the visa. Now, this card can be used later on. Once you exit the airport, stayed for 2 or 3 months, you can again come back using that card. You don't have to show the visa anymore. That visa expires in 2 or 3 days. So you don't have to worry. That is how the procedure is. So if you have the visa on it and you might be thinking कि यार इसमें तो single ही लिखा हुआ है, क्या करें? I was very confused and आगे पीछे करके I somehow made sense of everything, but I know all of it, so I'm sharing it with you guys. The next one is going to be the stamp. The time that you are on the immigration counter, you get that card, residence card. It's written residence card on it. उसके पीछे there will be a stamp that says 28 in number, and if you can read kanji, it says 28 jikano kyoka arimasu yukoto. But if you don't have that, if you don't know Japanese, 28 is the number that you can see clearly. There are chances that sometimes that stamp is not there. It happens. Don't worry. You won't be allowed to go back to the counter and ask for the stamp. Leave the airport, go to your school, tell them that you did not get the stamp. They will tell you to go to the immigration office in that region. If you do not know Japanese, if you know Japanese, I am telling you, you can directly go to the immigration bureau in your region, and they will do the procedures for you. It's very simple. You just go to the counter and show your card ki you say Baiton or Stampu or anything like that. They'll help you out with everything. They have English speaking correspondents there, so it will not be a problem. Don't be scared. If you have any questions like that, you can post it in the comments. I'll definitely find everything out and let you know. Someone asked me, how many times can we apply, or if once we have applied, can we apply again for the COE, the certificate of eligibility? To answer that question in one line, I would say you can apply for the COE as many times as you want. As many times as you want. There is a bit of complication. If your COE is rejected, like you applied once, it got rejected, the embassy gives you a proper detailed information why they rejected that COE. If your institution, your Japanese language teacher in India, or your agency or your consultancy does not provide you with that reason, there can be few possible reasons. One, they did not apply for you. Two, they are not in proper touch with the school that they applied for. So make sure that you ask, because it is given. No matter what, they have that reason. If they do not give you, your agency is not giving you the reason, there is some fraud or something like that. So that is there. Now, if you're applying for the COE again, it is recommended, or on the website or on the internet you'll find out कि 6 months से पहले apply नहीं कर सकते. It's not like that. You can apply right away, provided that those reasons have changed. Let's just take an example. You applied for the COE and your COE got rejected for the reason being कि तुम्हारे पास पैसा कम था. You were not financially strong to take care of your expenses in Japan. If you want to apply again, you have to come with documents that prove that you are financially capable of taking care of your expenses while you're here in Japan. So you have to take care of that. You can apply as many times as you want, but if it gets rejected, you have to make sure that you apply after the reason has changed. Otherwise, it's gonna be rejected again. And 2 rejections is too much. Don't go till that. So I believe this should have answered some of your questions. If you have any other question, put it in the comments below. I'll make sure that I find everything and let you know. Please subscribe the video and share if you want to. Thank you.